Hello, everyone. It's Baby Mama Drama, where it's not just about the mama, it's so much more. This is brought to you by the Family Drama Network with John and Al. Hey, Al.
Hey, John.
Now, you can find us out on babymamadrama.com to go search for content, links, and also merchandise. Also, you can hit us up on Facebook, www.facebook.com at BMD Book. That is BMD Book out on Facebook. We want to pause here to highlight some important information from our copyright and disclaimer. All rights are reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or it's all otherwise prohibited. As a disclaimer, please consult with your own legal and counseling professional regarding any information or suggestions made in this book, on the site, or in this recording. You understand that this book and this content is not intended as a substitute for consultation with a legal professional. Before taking any action in your own co-parenting or family drama situation, you will consult a licensed professional to ensure that you are doing what is right for your specific situation. Now, this week's My Baby Mama is Like the CIA. My man's baby mama is beyond nosy. I love the kids, but I recently found out that she is grilling them for information every time they come over to the house. I wonder if they are taking pictures or recording my conversations also, because I see them messing with their phones a lot. Am I that important? How could it be? So, Adam, what's the deal here?
Well, John, using the kids to spy on the baby daddy and his significant other is pretty low. That would make me and just about anyone else want to hurt someone. There has to be an emotional connection that makes the baby mama want to resort to this. Let the kids be kids and out of adult affairs. Let them enjoy the Easter bunny, Santa Claus, and the Tooth Fairy. It's what makes being a kid a beautiful thing. How is this affecting the kid? If the kid admires the person you are asking them to spy on, they may start to resent you. They don't know all of the details that you know as parents. It can make the kids feel embarrassed for being a part of the situation. It can make kids depressed if they feel forced into spying, you know, activity, or they may become angry and simply snap.
So, Adam, what can we do? What can you do?
You know, if you, as the other parent, the baby daddy in this case, finds out that your kids are in fact being used as spies, then you need to address the situation. First you should tell the other side that you suspect them, that they are spying and that you wanted to stop. If it doesn't go well, then ask for mediation with a neutral party and or put your complaint in writing. Yes, it is that serious. Some people might take this lightly, but you need to let the other side know that this is serious and you will not, be tolerated, because it is very harmful. It won't be tolerated because it's very harmful. It is very harmful to the kids and an invasion of privacy. If all else fails, you might have to take this to the courthouse.
Wow. So, first question now made me think of a question. What bad things can happen in regards to the children when you use them as spies?
Well, teaching bad behavior for one. So if you're teaching the kids how to spy, that type of teaching and the things that they learn about this spying behavior doesn't end with just applying it to the other person's house. They might start using that type of stuff in school. And there's no telling with the types of things that they can get into if they're being taught how to spy or be deceitful or play games. you know. And then the other thing too is just, giving them a bad impression of the other parent. So if you're teaching them to look out for bad things, oh, tell me when daddy's doing this, tell me when, mama's doing that. So the kids are actively looking for bad things or negative things to go back to the other house and report on. So they're kind of getting a bad impression of the parent. So what if it's a scenario where the kid is they look up to the parent, they're like, hey, I look like my dad, I want to be like my dad. And then next thing you know, they're having to spy on their parent and then getting a bad impression. In this particular scenario, if the boy gets a bad impression of his father, it could have an effect on him where he begins to have low self-esteem. I mean, it can happen. And then you don't want to put kids in the middle of adult affairs anyway. That's just not a good thing to do. Let the kids be kids, as they say.
Got it. Okay, why is she doing this? What is the mother's motivation for doing this?
One of the most obvious reasons I would say is that, she still might be in love. She really wants to know what's going on at his house with his new significant other, the new lady that, or the guy could be doing the same thing. He really wants to know what's going on with the new guy at the house. And then another reason why folks could be doing it, especially if they're in the middle of some court battles, is just trying to gathering evidence to help build up their case against the other side, like it's some type of legal battle that is happening in the courthouse. And that's people should not have to get to this point for certain. They should be able to work things out for their kids, but unfortunately, the courts are there for a reason, and you see these things play out all the time in family court where folks are in these vicious battles um, uh, when they should be trying to figure out how to co-parent. And then the last thing here is just that she could have, or he could have, just low self-esteem. Don't feel like they have much going on, so they feel like they need to really be in the middle of what's up at the baby daddy or the baby mama's house, to feel alive, if you will.
Oh, thanks, Al. Very good insight there. Well, that concludes our discussion for today. Um, our book reading and discussions occur bi-monthly. Want to remind you to please go out to www.babymamadrama.com where you can get the book. You can subscribe to the book. You can also find more content, links, and merchandise out there. Also, you can hit us up again at www.facebook.com at BMD Book. That is BMD Book. And if you would like to contact us, please contact us at contact@babymamadrama.com. We thank you for listening, and please be safe.